Yes? At a time like this, he goes to the puppy? This is my chance to change.
Will he choose? Is he going to shoot?
Do I shoot? No. Pass to me, you swine. I'll cast a new spell. If you're the best in the world, then come steal it. And if you're right there, then we can try again. Cause, Yoichi?
Yes!
Touching. Brand new perfect. Yoichi Isaki's being born. Controlling hope and despair. The neo-egoist. He's Blue Lock's Demon King. Go! What's up, everybody? It's Gojo here. You guys probably already know me. I know you guys are probably confused why I keep doing this, but I'm just being creative here, exploring my creative outlets with this channel, you know what I mean, getting a couple more viewers, so I'm not really relying on making things the algorithm would like anymore. So this video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be talking about Blue Lock's current position in the manga. We just got the chapter 297 leaks a couple days ago, last week. It's Sunday now as I'm recording this, as I finish editing it. I just wanted to talk about a couple of the things that were very standoutish in the manga, you know what I mean, after U20's match with Blue Lock. So since then, there's been a lot that's happened. We had the Neo-Egoist League come up, which has been probably one of the best arcs in the entire Blue Lock franchise. This upcoming 200 or 150 or so chapters that came out in the last year or so have just been amazing. I can't touch on everything in this video. I would love to, but there's just so much shit that happened. Uber's game was cool. I liked Baro's introduction. He was awesome. I am not a big fan of Baro's caricature type, but I do like Baro as a character. The way that they wrote Baro is probably my favorite. No, I honestly love Bakugo a lot. But Baro, honestly, if anything, if I'm being real, I don't like him. He's my least favorite angry character of any anime. Let's just be blunt real. He's the best written, and that's why he's my least favorite. Somebody like Bakugo, somebody like Zuko, they're written as these very angry presenting characters, but on the inside they're these passionate, deep-rooted characters that have reasons for the way they act. And honestly, I don't think that Baro is going to change anytime soon. He dyed his hair red. He's even more angry than he was. I do like the character development in Blue Lock, the reintroduction of Kunigami. That was also another thing that I loved a lot. I know this is a lot of jumping back and forth, but the main things I wanted to talk about were chapter 197, and then so on. We're going to talk about new chapters to come, you know what I mean, what I think is going to happen, and then I'll probably make more videos to come after that. But one of the biggest things that happened was obviously the introduction of Isagi figuring out that there is two sides to everything in this Blue Lock League. There is the talented learners and the geniuses, and then everything that comes with it, the reasons they play soccer, their motivations, whether you're somebody who plays for yourself, you're self-motivated, or your actions are motivated by the viewership of the world. And he realized that these two things can coexist with each other depending on the player. So somebody like Isagi, for example, himself, he is somebody who plays and learns as a talented learner, but he plays for the viewership of the world. So he doesn't play for his self-interest, he plays for the world. Somebody like Nagi is a genius who plays for himself, you know what I mean, who has no motivation other than himself. And that is something else I wanted to talk about, other than Isagi figuring out his two-gun volley, which was amazing, which was Nagi in this chapter, latest chapter, figuring out that he needs to have his own motivation. Finally, we're finally getting this. I'm catching up on episode Nagi right now, but for 200 so chapters, Nagi has had no motivation, And for the last couple chapters, he's just been getting shit on it. He's lost a couple matches. As a Nagi fan, we're down right now. We're not up, we're down. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know what I mean? I'm also a Shido fan, so as Shido fans, we're up right now. We're up against Baro fans. You know what I mean? Shido's been down for a couple chapters, but now he's up. 100 or so chapters. Baro was in the lead. We're in the lead now. So, yeah, I'm just hopping all over the place. The biggest thing I did want to talk about was the duo of Kaiser and Yoichi. I thought Isagi and Kaiser's setup was amazing. I really hate Ness as a character, so him being shunned out was amazing to me. I think that whole toxic relationship thing was stupid. Ness's backstory wasn't that cool with the magic and shit and wanting to create magic. I thought that was dumb. Kaiser, on the other hand, his backstory was fucking amazing. If you're new to my channel, by the way, I have ADHD. That's why I'm jumping all over the place. And I'm trying to just touch a bunch of points so you can get my idea of Blue Lock in general. As I make more videos on Blue Lock, it'll probably be more streamlined if I just make a video about one chapter. But I'm trying to wrap up my thoughts about all 100 or 297 chapters so far. So, yeah, the final link up between Kaiser and Isagi was amazing. Them shutting down Rin was amazing. I thought Rin's kind of push to the background was a little weird. They didn't really show off Rin as much in the end chapters. They kind of were focusing on Kaiser and Isagi making that goal until the last little second where he shot the shot. And for some reason, I just made a note in my notes that he used the two-gun volley again, even though there was nobody blocking his direct shot, which was, in my opinion, a little unnecessary. If you're gonna shoot and you're open, I don't know. It seemed like he was open, and I could be wrong, but it seemed like he had nobody on his left or right. They were a little behind him, so he could have just hit it with his direct shot to be safe. But who knows? I don't care. Maybe that's just his new thing, even though it kind of looked like he discovered it mid-match. But anyway, the last thing I wanted to talk about was Ryo Mikage, or Mikage, I don't know how to say his first name or last name or whatever. Ryo, him doing his imitation, his chameleon, that where he shot his last goal against who was it? Who did they play against? Was it PXG? No, they played against Ubers, I'm pretty sure. Italy. I don't know. I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure they played against Snuffy. I have no idea. Anyway, all I know is that Ryo, I read this like 2 weeks ago, and I've just been ruminating on these thoughts, so don't hate me for forgetting what happened. But Ryo, he copied Kaiser's shot, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to put it up on the screen here. It looks like he copied Otoya, and it doesn't really make sense for him to randomly copy Kaiser without Kaiser even being in his game or nobody even really paying attention to the shot. I mean, it's not like nobody was paying attention, but it's not like he was... it was like a big moment for Ryo. It was kind of just like a passing goal, and he didn't even react that much. I don't know. I could be wrong. I just kind of want to hear what everybody thinks about Ryo's final goal. Was it Otoya's goal? Was it Rin's goal? Because he did jump over somebody, so it could have been that goal that Rin made. Or was it Kaiser's impact? I think my friend was telling me that it's Kaiser's impact because only his arm was highlighted as the chameleon. So, and that's Kaiser's thing. He kind of swings his arm behind him, and they do, I can't lie, they do look a little like very similar. Actually, not a little, very similar. Other than that, Otoya's goal looked like he was on his side, which I don't know. I feel like it's possible that he copied Kaiser's goal, but I don't know. It just seemed like a random moment to implement that. So, yeah, guys. But he isn't, like, I know that he isn't a main character. Like, the main characters would probably have to be we have main protagonist and main antagonist. So you'd probably have Kaiser as a main antagonist, Ness as a main antagonist. You have what's his name? Noah as kind of this overarching antagonist for the future chapters of Blue Lock. This is what I think they're going to do with World Cup and then the other matches they do. I think they're gonna make Kaiser less of a antagonist and more of a or more of an antagonist and less of a villain, and make Noel Noah the overarching villain for the series, because an antagonist and a villain are two different things. An antagonist is just somebody who antagonizes the main protagonist. So the villain is somebody who is the direct correlation to the negative parts of the story, or the bad parts of the story, or the crux of what's gonna happen in the end of the story. You know what I mean? So I probably butchered that explanation of what a villain is, but I don't think Kaiser's gonna be the villain for long. I think he becoming Isagi's duo partner makes him not the main villain anymore. So now we have these main cast of characters. So you have Isagi and the protagonist. You have the secondary protagonist would probably be Nagi, because he has his own book, and then Baro maybe, and then you have some of the other characters like Bachira and like I said, Reo. So Reo, I put him in the category where he's like third string main character. He's an important main character, but he's not important as to standards of Nagi or Isagi. So anyway, I just think that Reo is like that might be a thing that happened, just a passing by moment that he copied Kaiser's impact, but I don't think he's gonna get any higher than that. I think that's gonna be his thing. You know, if anything, he's gonna go full 100% copy, and that'll be his peak. That's his awakening. Other than that, I think that Nagi's gonna be top 2. I don't know what the mangaka is gonna write in the story for Nagi to put him up, but all of us Nagi fans have our fingers crossed right now, hoping Nagi does some crazy shit in the next chapter or the next 2. With that being said, Nagi's number 2, Isagi's number 3 or 1, depending on what happens. Maybe he ties Nagi with number 2. Who knows? I think that the parallel between a talented learner and a genius is working really well right now, and we're coming to the climax of that epiphany of a story. So keep in touch with my channel, and I'll be updating you guys on a more streamlined video with more standard talking points of what's going on and how to read it. You know what I mean? So this was kind of all over the place. Plus, I'm a little high. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching, and stay sturdy, my friends.